Hello there, folks. Welcome to the Straight Up Rugby Show, the 2026 edition, episode number 1. With none other, the man who invented Straight Up Rugby, Boa Athu, all the way from the land of the Kiwis. And of course, here in Colombo, I had the pleasure of catching up with the most wanted man in town when it comes to rugby, and especially Schoolboy Rugby, Sri Lanka's most sought after sporting platform of the island nation, and of course one of the most top schoolboy rugby circuits in the world. Welcome to the show.
Wow, what a introduction! The most wanted. I'm very humbled and thank you for having me, Muaard. It's an amazing facility, and I have to say you've done very well for yourself. You know, you're an amazing journalist. I remember the days when we spoke about the Spice Girls, remember, on
2019.
Spice Girls. And I know, Spice Girls, you're watching. It's been quite a journey for you, so I'm very, very proud of your successes. And like I said, thank you for having me. And the most wanted, I feel very wanted. So thank you again for having me on the show.
Wanted in many aspects. I hope there won't be any love lost here. Going back, straight up rugby, Boa. That is what we are all about here. Straight up show. 2026 rugby season. Everyone is pumped up. We are after a few weeks of rugby. The knockouts happened. It was an all-out riot by the lads from the hill capital. And of course, Trinity College just proving that they can take on a club side. A little bit of the current school's rugby setup. What are your thoughts in your glimpse of what you've seen?
Yeah, I think 2026, now if you recall, Muaard, myself and Straight Up Rugby, on all the members of the group, I want to say massive thanks to you because, you know, the group is our group, you know, and I've been a big advocate for playing the knockout first and then with the season proper. And I think, you know, that whole decision around playing the knockouts first has been vindicated because it was a very exciting tournament. We saw lots of points scored, lots of tries, and man, what a final. You know, Trinity putting 10 tries in a final against my old school, Royal College.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's the record score in any forms of Royal Trinity encountered during the past 100 plus years.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a grand final, you know, so it's an absolute heighting. And for that sort of thing to happen in a final is extraordinary. You know, from a statistical point of view, it's a statistical outlier. But it just goes to show how well Trinity had prepared. And on their day, and I did mention this the week before on the group, that, you know, if Trinity get it right, and depending on the version, which version of Trinity turns up, they're going to be very, very difficult to stop. And that's exactly what happened. And of course, you know, Royal, they've really earned the right to be in that grand final. You know, they hammered Isipatana, and again, you know, Isipatana knockout footy is in their DNA. So it's quite a convincing result in that semi-final. So I thought it should have been a lot closer, but you know what actually transpired was one-way traffic. So hopefully Royal can lick their wounds and come back because it probably left a few psychological scars. So the season started with a bang. The first couple of weeks have been very interesting. We've had a few upsets. We had a couple of big upsets.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to it.